The incredible focus. Stewart has. Even when the D gets physical, she stays with the play.
Gray up top. Gray defending. Back to Gray. Wilson right side.
And guys, for A'ja Wilson, she's always a factor night in and night out.
Well, when you're a multiple-time MVP, us and the fans expect that. There's no doubt she cemented herself as one of the best players of this generation.
When you think about dominant players in the league, A'ja Wilson right now is the first person that comes to mind.
Well, her game really speaks for itself, doesn't it? And then you factor in all the awards, all the accomplishments, and like you said, she has to be at the top of your list.
And Gray gets it to go.
They're off and running. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Dimes with the ball. Pass to Gray. Stolen by Tiffany Hayes. And they're pushing it up. Here's Young. Finished off the break.
Yeah, they've got themselves in front right now with some outstanding shooting right off the bat. You like to see that aggression early on.
It's been just an absolute clinic at that end of the floor. They're filling it up.
Number 1 overall pick in 2016, Breanna Stewart continues to be a big-time player in the W.
Well, her transition from Connecticut to the WNBA was seamless. She won Rookie of the Year and established herself as a star right from the jump. Now, as a veteran, Stewie remains one of the most dominant players in the league.
But not just an incredible talent. Stewart is also a winner, someone you build your entire franchise around.
Atlanta trailing here. Here's Dimes. And that'll be Atlanta's ball as it goes out of bounds. Green able to keep the ball here.
Substitution for the Aces. Number 24, Jewel Lloyd.
Outside Stewart. Pass to Gray. Back to Stewart. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Young. Yes, it's good.
Keeping Young out of the paint has to be a focus for this defense. She is so effective near the rim.
Dimes. Gray defending. Back to Gray. Over Lloyd. Las Vegas grabs the miss.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
No coverage that time.
But usually she's providing the pass. Young has to be happy to be on the receiving end of a catch and shoot. More than willing to fire.
And Stewart gets it to go. The Aces with the lead. Outside Young. Pass to Gray.
Parker Tyus.
The shot will not fall. Now Dimes. Here's Stewart. Score the basket. Her 4th, and she's only missed 1 of her 5 shots tonight.
Great quarter for her at the offensive end, trying to will them back.
Now here's Gray. Over Gray. Again, Las Vegas.
Making the simple play when nothing extra is needed. Gray is focused on her fundamentals.
Right wing. Here's Dimes. And again, the dream score.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
You can tell how much the defense respects her because they were all over her on that look.
And that one drops.
Well, look, no matter what the score is, her attitude has been perfect. I mean, she has stayed in attack mode.
Lloyd from long range gets it to go from... downtown.
Well, Lloyd loves to punish teams from downtown. She'll take that shot whenever she can.
The Aces making a change here. And Atlanta has possession. 6-point game. Here's Dimes. Oh, the stupendous finish in traffic.
That's a great play in the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Wilson. Wilson the screen. Left side, Lloyd. Makes it off the glass.
Showing the strength right there. Lloyd busting her way through the paint.
Well, there's no question that the Las Vegas Aces have established themselves as the gold standard of the W.
Well, it's about more than those two titles. They opened up a 64,000 square foot practice facility back in 2023. The first WNBA team to have their own dedicated practice facility. That's showing a major investment in the team and the league.
We've got a small portion of the season behind us, and the league's hierarchy is starting to come into focus.
It's still early, though, so for the teams that are struggling, you still have time to get in gear.
Yeah, but they don't have a lot of time, Brian. I mean, the season is short, and the pressure ramps up every week that goes by when you're not winning games. Defensively, giving up far too many open looks.
To battle back, they'll need to simply shore up their defense. It's as easy as that.
Dimes, no good.
It's been a bit of a struggle for her this quarter in terms of scoring the ball.
Gray with it. Gray picks her up. Here's Wilson. It doesn't go for her.
Cameron Brink playing some nice defense.
Gray left side. Here's Dimes. It's good from long range.
Just like the coaches drew it up, easy hoop. Gray with the perfect feet.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Wilson outside. Pass to Egbo. Wilson. Outside Lloyd. Shot clock at 6. The 3.
Rebound by Uhas.
Now here's Dimes. Gray defending. To the paint. Here's Brink. And that one's good.
Everybody on the floor is hot. Incredible stuff here in the early going.
Yeah, both teams playing downhill, but somebody's got to cool off eventually, right, Tim?
I hope not.
Offense. Order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Aces ahead, up 6. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And the first quarter in the books, second about to get underway. And guys, what's your take on the Aces so far?
Strong effort by them defensively. Good pressure being placed on the offense and the ball.
Absolutely. They've been the more intense team, and their defense has been swarming early on like a beehive.
Now here's Egbo.
Looking for her first basket still in this one.
And it's Lloyd missing.
Just like me, 9 times out of 10, she's going to bury the 3 when she's left all alone like that. Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
And she's got her first opportunity at the line here tonight.
Shooting 1.
And that one misses. Now the Aces with it. Gray with it. Picked up by Canada. To the middle. Here's Egbo.
Cameron Brink, get that out.
Pass to Canada. Back to Gray. Stewart. Shoots from 14. Egbo pulls it in. Outside Lloyd. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute to play. Pass to Evans. Inside. And stolen by Alicia Gray. Left side, Canada. The rebound by Evans.
Dream foul.
Well, Brian, her numbers may not pop out at you, but Dana Evans is a steadying presence at the point.
Absolutely. She makes good decisions. She excels at the pick and roll. She's got a reliable floater, and she plays aggressive on-ball defense.
Now here's Gray. Takes the 3.
They grab their own miss.
Yep, that one goes.
Well, defensively, the possession doesn't end until you secure the board, especially when a player like Queen Egbo is out there.
Gray. She clangs that one off the back iron and it falls.
They're passing the ball very crisply right now.
Their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Timeout call in the Aces. And here are the Aces now, leading by 5. Outside Hayes. Pass to Gustafson. And here is Lloyd. Good on the triple.
Decisive. It's a quality for any good shooter. Lloyd has it. Just get the ball, fire away.
Now Stewart. Here's the 3.
Gustafson with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
Las Vegas. Substitution for the Aces. Number 0, Jackie Young.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. To the inside.
And stolen by Uhas.
Pass break. Here come the Dream.
Here's Brink.
And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
They've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. You got to imagine that their coach is very happy with that.
4 straight passes leading to scores. That's just great team play.
That's her second foul, and the last thing she wants to do is pick up a 3rd foul here because it's just way too early in the game for that.
Here's Gustafson. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Tiffany Hayes on the wing. Off the mark there with the 3.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Here's Uhas. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
First personal foul.
It's going to be on Gray.
Team foul.
And we continue to watch the development of Dorka Uhas. And Brian, she's really starting to put the pieces together. You can see it.
Well, at 6'5", she has the length to do damage in every phase of the game. I just think it's going to be a slow build. She's already increased her range, and she's looking much more comfortable out there.
The Aces with the lead. Outside Young from downtown, and she's good on the 3 ball.
Well, the D sat off, and no hesitation on her part to rise up and bury the 3.
The shot comes out.
You know, typically she has the touch to finish when she's in that tight. Not sure what happened there.
Down low. Pass to Hayes. Gray with it. The 3 ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Tiffany Hayes.
They're going back to the 3-point shot over and over again.
They might have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
After going scoreless in the first, she's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Canada. That is her 3rd foul. So far.
Look, that's the risk you run by staying out there as she picks up her 3rd foul of the game.
Asia Wilson.
Pass to Young. Wilson the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Young's shot is off. The dream trail. Here's Stewart. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
Now here's Wilson. 8 points for her. Here's Young. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
She's created some good opportunities for herself and made the most of them.
Pass to Stewart. Launches a 3. That's good again. And her 7th basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
An offensive juggernaut. Once Stewart gets a view to fall, you know she's feeling it.
Here's Young.
Stewart grabs the miss. Now here is Canada. She's guarded closely, and the shot goes in.
Another bucket in the paint. That's just something they have not been able to stop today. And if they want to win this game, they got to figure out how to stop it.
You know, Brian, I think it's time to switch things up on D. What they've got going on right now is not getting it done. They're getting their points now almost exclusively from three-point range. 4 of their last 5 makes from beyond the arc.
And the defense practically giving them those shots.
And they'll take them.
Now here is Hayes. Egbo sinks it from just inside the baseline.
And that's the shot that can completely open up the offense for Egbo. That mid-range J could set her apart.
Atlanta calls timeout.
So both teams changing it up here. And Atlanta has possession. Trailing here by 8. Here's Dimes. Misses the 3, and she used the pump fake well there, but, couldn't capitalize. Back to Canada. From deep. Lloyd grabs the board. Back to Wilson. And it's Atlanta with the rebound. Here's Dimes. 9 points in the game. And Zandalacini is good for 3.
Talk about falling asleep on defense. I don't know how you can give a shooter like her that much space from beyond the arc.
Now here is Lloyd. She's got 8. Wilson the screen. Jackie Young from outside. Canada grabs the board.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open, and maybe that's why she missed.
Pass to Dimes. Back to Canada. Down it. Her second make in 4 attempts.
Fighting through the trees, that was a spectacular move from Canada.
Outside Lloyd. Now here's Young. Score the bucket. She is 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
She's finding all kinds of ways to get it going right now. What a quarter she's having.
Dimes, no good. And here's Young. She's got 17. That shot is good, and she has made 8 while only missing 4. That's 67% shooting. Pass to Zandalacini. Canada. It's rebounded by Jackie Young.
Not a big margin for them in terms of rebounding, but it's enough to get the job done.
Just one more advantage in the stat column, but it's translated to this lead. They should use a little clock here.
Yeah, milk the clock with this possession.
Pass to Dimes. Beyond the arc. Drills it from outside. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Aces ahead, leading by 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.